And we're back again.
What's going on, everyone? Howdy doody.
Yeah, we tried to record this and the sound wasn't working. And luckily, I caught it before the 5 hours into the episode like I did last time. Yeah, idiot. Nathan, it's your fault.
Satan.
Yeah, it's your fault, Nathan. You're fired.
Okay. I'll be back in no time.
Do you remember what we were talking about? Because we recorded like a minute and a half or so worth of stuff. Maybe it was like 2 minutes.
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. I was just talking about
No.
my 1 terabyte storage tower.
Yeah, computer.
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 But yeah, if anything happens, that 1 terabyte, that'd be enough storage.
Yeah, I got to get stuff downloaded on there.
It'd take a long time to fill that up with all the crap we got. Well, it's not crap, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it is. Are you kidding me? It most definitely is.
Hey, at least we try to, cheer people up, make them smile, laugh.
Make them dumber, like I was saying.
Yeah.
You're not here to learn. We look things up online, but
Yeah,
we turn it into dumbass stuff. So.
Or at least we're not jackasses and hurting ourselves.
Well, maybe you're not.
Well, you hurt yourself?
Yeah.
Like jerking off, falling off the bed or something?
Yeah, that's it. Don't tell anybody, dude.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
He beats me.
Yeah. Why'd you tell people? But yeah.
Ow.
Welcome back to the episode. This is episode number...
71?
Yeah. 71.
71.
No, 72.
72.
Because we're about to record 71 after this. It's
yeah.
kind of weird.
Okay,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
And that one comes out first before this one.
Yes.
Yeesh.
Yes.
Just like you told me. I hope you don't forget that yourself. Like I can post ours first. Oh, crap.
Actually, no.
Whoops.
Maybe his comes out first, and then the one that we shoot after Rocky is going to be first. Or I don't know.
Whatever.
Technically, we were going to record the episode before him.
Right.
So that was why. So it is going to go in the right order this time. But if we record first next time, I don't know why anybody would care. They probably done already turned it off by now. But if you haven't, we have a guest today. His name is Erich Davies. He's been here before.
Yes, sir.
What's
awesome,
this,
dude.
What is this, your...
Third or fourth, maybe even fifth. I don't know. He's been on quite a bit.
Yeah, he's been on
Fourth, yeah.
quite a while.
My lucky number.
Why'd I say for quite a while? I'm an idiot. But... yeah, anyway, welcome. Can you unmute him for me?
Yes.
Welcome, Erich Davies.
What up?
Hey, what's up?
What's crack-a-lackin', my dude?
Oh, not much.
So you said something about you went to Vegas. Where all did you go when you went on this tour of the world?
Well, to the world.
The world.
Well, I've traveled a lot. I've been to, not just here in the United States. I've also been to places like Mexico, Panama, Costa Rica, as well as in Europe twice. Once in Germany and once in Italy.
Nice.
And I'm honestly hoping to travel more places. And,
Yeah. What are the places that you haven't checked off that you want to?
I want to go to Ireland someday.
Ooh.
Maybe the UK.
Yes. UK. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Because I'm interested in British history, and I also have Irish ancestry, and
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
and also Wales. I'd like to visit Wales someday.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of places I want to visit. In fact, I recently just checked one off of my bucket list just about a couple of days ago.
All right. Awesome. And that was what?
That was in Boston.
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 Yeah. Do people actually a lot of people
I don't
talk like
think
that
so.
out there? Or is that just
I heard a couple people talking
Yeah.
like that, but honestly,
Just-
it's just like, you run into some guys like, hey, Jim, how's it going? Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. I mean, you did hear a couple people talking like this, like Peter
Talking.
Griffin.
Yeah, talking like Peter Griffin. That was horrible.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Can't sit here. Yeah.
Yeah, but-
Peter.
yeah, I did hear a couple people talking like that over there, but yeah, it was
Walking.
It was talking.
Talking like that.
Yeah.
But
But it was fun.
Have you seen that video? That guy speaks like that, and a woman goes off on him.
Really?
Yeah, and hits him. It's like, we don't talk like that around here. And he's like, "Get out of here!"
That's
And
racist.
she's like,
Oh, is it that guy who's like, quote, the real life Peter Griffin? Is it the same guy?
"No,
Oh,
there's just some dude, some stranger, I guess, and
Oh.
he's just videotaping himself speaking that way, and some woman just goes off on him.
Okay.
and tries to hit him
oh,
Jeez.
because supposedly he was making fun of him.
That escalated.
oh.
Yeah, Karen.
Yeah. I hate Karen.
I see. Cool.
But
But yeah, it was fun, awesome experience, and on top of that, I also got to go to New York as well.
New York.
Yep, New
It's
York.
another accent country.
Yep. And yeah, I got to see 2 Broadway plays. Something my very first, being the theater kid that I am.
Yes.
right,
First one was Chicago, one of my favorites. Awesome music in it, and, among other things.
right.
And the second one was Peter Pan Goes Wrong. That had the original Mischief cast. If you've ever seen the Goes Wrong show, it's the exact, well, maybe not the exact same cast. There were like 1 or 2 people, but it was the same cast that was in the Goes Wrong show. They
Okay.
were there
If
in New York.
for those like us two that haven't seen that, I'm assuming you haven't seen it.
No.
No. Explain kind of what that is.
Well, the Goes Wrong show, well, it kind of spans back further than that. You've heard of the play that goes wrong, right?
I think I've heard of it, but I don't know that I've seen it.
Okay. Well, I was recently in the production with Tree County Players.
Okay.
I played Chris Bean, the director.
Sweet.
And basically, the creators around Play That Goes Wrong made this little like TV show called The Goes Wrong Show, in which the Cornell Polytechnic Drama Society, the fictional name of the theater company that's quote doing these plays, is doing plays live on television, and as the name implies, things keep going wrong. Somebody either forgets their lines, somebody forgets their entrance, pieces of the set are falling down, little
Jesus.
mishaps like that happen.
That's
And
great.
And it's supposed to, because that's why.
well, yes, of course, but
Well, you
but
know,
in a real situation, you wouldn't want any of that to happen.
well, no. It's in this case, it's supposed to make it look like an accident.
Right,
But at
right.
the same time, that's what's supposed to
you
happen.
know, the beauty of that is if something really does go wrong, it's just you could just oh, that's just part of the play.
Yeah.
So you can easily play it off.
Which is why, when I was doing Play That Goes Wrong, if anything, well, what went wrong that wasn't supposed to go wrong.
Right.
Yeah, you just play it off.
Right.
You play it off as best you can, like, that was supposed to happen
Yeah.
right there.
Did that happen at all?
It happened in rehearsals. It also, I think it happened during performance, but like you said, we just went with it.
Yeah.
So
Usually, I would say every play has tiny, minute details that probably aren't exactly on
yeah,
point that the crowd will never notice because they're not
yeah,
as big of nerds as the people that are actually doing it. You know what I mean?
yeah. I know what you mean. It's a,
And I'm
Racist.
one
I
of
always-
them, so I'm
Racist.
Yeah, that's it.
Calling them
well,
nerds.
it's
Just kidding. I love you.
no. Where was my train of thought? Oh yes. Thank you, Nate. Anyway, I always like to say, unless the audience has a script in front of their
Right.
faces, and they're seeing every single stage direction, every
Right.
single line and whatnot, they're not gonna know,
Right.
that something happened. And it's your job as an actor, and I speak from experience, that you just play it off like, oh, that was supposed to happen, or as one member of the U.S. Army Old Guard put it, their drill team, they said, if you mess up, pretend like you were the only one that was right and the rest were wrong.
It's good. That's a good mindset.
Yes.
That's called improv, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best thing ever.
And hopefully the audience understands the words "gone wrong." That's supposed to be happening.
Well, even if
Like-
they don't, who cares? It's still entertaining, probably.
It's probably a funny
Yeah,
thing.
that's part of the charm.
Supposed to be a
right
comedy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I mean, I loved seeing, the Goes Wrong show. So when I heard, the original Mischief cast were coming to New York on Broadway, I was like, Dad, I have to get tickets for that. I have to. And they weren't cheap.
Oh, I bet.
Right.
But you know, I felt like it was worth it. You know, I got to meet the cast afterwards. They were,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
they
that's
were
cool.
super cool. And I was wearing my Play That Goes Wrong shirt, and originally I was gonna have them sign, you know, my playbills and whatnot, but the assistant director suggested, why didn't you have them sign your shirt? I thought about it. I was like, like it means like can't wear my shirt anymore,
Right.
but because you know I gotta preserve it. But I figured, okay, it's probably worth it, you know.
Yeah.
Show them I was in your play that, you know, well, actually 3 of the members of the Mischief team wrote, you know. So I had them sign it, and it was awesome. And I've got pictures from it, which
Awesome.
I'm sure you two have probably seen on my Facebook.
I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was happy birthday to me. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
experience.
That's
How
really
old
cool.
are you now?
29.
Ooh, he's almost 30.
Yep.
I'm-
He's
getting.
almost 30.
I'm still the oldest in this room. God. Don't look at me.
Don't you look at me.
This little boy over here is
Little.
approaching 40.
Yeah, I'm 37, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah.
My balls are sagging lower. Oh, wait. Don't talk like that. This is a kid-friendly show.
Yeah.
Keep it PG.
Get out of here.
Yeah. This is PG product.
PG-13. At least they can say one F word.
Wait, the kids, just the kids can come back in. All right. Fuck.
Yeah. You're
No,
fired. Get out of here.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
was,
our show now.
I watch a podcast where somebody did that. They were like talking about weird stuff the whole time, like not child friendly stuff. And he said if the children can come back in now, this is going to be more of a kid friendly subject. And he's like, okay, the kids are in the room. Fuck. I was like, dude, that's funny.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed what you've been posting on Facebook is like these haunted places you've been going to with
Oh.
your Eerie Hours
Yeah.
Eric character. Like, do you actually work there or?
Well, yes and no. I mean,
Okay.
I guest act there.
Okay, guest act.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
that's cool.
I should say this. I probably announced it on my Facebook page or something like that, but I've recently signed up to be a haunt actor
Ooh.
out at. Do you know where Piney Acre Scream Farm is?
I think I've
heard of it.
heard of that.
It's
Yeah.
like past Greenfield. It's in a little town called Fortville. It's actually in the middle of nowhere, you know.
Right.
But
Best place for a haunted house.
Oh yeah.
exactly. Well, I signed up to work there, and there's these 2 awesome people named Chandler and Stormy. You know, they've kind of shown me the ropes and everything. They've been in the haunt industry for a while. So, excuse me.
Hate that. I just literally did that right before you did. It's going around. Nathan, it's your turn.
Go ahead.
I'm good.
Anyway, yeah. It kind of sounds like Eerie Eric. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I started working there. Well, I signed up to work there in the fall, and Chandler and Stormy have connections to many different haunts, and one of them is Necropolis.
Been there.
Yep, it's a fun place. I've been through it, and of course now I've acted
That's
in
cool.
there.
Oh wow.
And yeah, I'm signed up to guest act again for their summer event. So
Oh wow.
I'm pretty excited.
I have to say, when you're into something and being a fan, and then being on the other side of producing for the fans, it's just as cool as you thought it would be. I think,
Yes, yeah, it's
like it always is.
when you see something from a different perspective. You know, I've been through plenty of haunts, and now to actually act in one and
Right.
scare people, you know, being on the other end of it is kind of a different experience.
Yeah.
you
That'd be
know?
like a dream of mine. Like either I can be Michael Myers or something messed up and scare people.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know, they'd love to have you on board.
I'd,
you know,
I'd love it. I'd know I'd be good at it.
Do they
Especially me and Michael Myers.
do they pay for that, or is it just voluntary?
it's a paid gig.
Oh, sweet.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
awesome.
always something I wanted to do. I just haven't got around to it. But that's cool that they have like summer stuff instead of just during Halloween.
Yeah, they have all sorts of different events. They have their summer one. They have their Easter one, which I acted in their Easter haunt. Recently, they had their halfway to Halloween event, and They also have a Christmas event and
halfway to
Krampus.
Halloween.
Yeah, Krampus and
Halfway to-
Valentine's Day and yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So they pretty much do all the holidays besides just Halloween.
Yeah.
Because some haunts are just Halloween.
Yes.
Some, not all of them.
Yeah,
but,
some. Yeah.
Because that's what I'd do if I ran a haunt. It would be all year round. It wouldn't just be around Halloween holiday. Like to me, that's stupid. I'd rather do everything.
Any day, at least like you and I or something like that. Halloween is like 24/7 for
Oh,
us.
God, yeah. In my brain it is. But I just don't show it really out in the real world so everybody think I'm weird.
You know, my dad is with all the decorations he has.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of decorations sitting in my garage right now. So.
Yeah, we got a lot. We have a bunch of those plastic containers full of stuff. What we usually do is like a cemetery type thing where we have those like the styrofoam tombstones.
Oh yes.
And then we have like the skeletons that come out of the ground and stuff like that. And then we have a bunch of little odds and ends, stuff like that. So,
Even stuff that makes noise and
Yeah, right.
stuff like that.
but
yeah.
the main thing is the cemetery. But then there's a bunch of random stuff too to kind of add.
That's
to
why
it.
this is here. It's mine.
Yeah.
But,
Yep.
And it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
oh, yeah.
It's hard to tell on camera whether or not it's glowing, but yeah, it's definitely glowing.
Yeesh. It's a glowing.
I bet if the light was off, you'd be able to see, but I'm not.
Ooh.
The boy's too lazy to do that.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Let there be light.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, maybe you can see it a little bit. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to check it out. Nah, you can't really see it that well. But, yeah, anyway.
Also, when are you going to post another Eerie Hour?
Not for a while because I probably did mention this. The Eerie Hour show kind of came to an end.
Oh, really?
So we decided. Well, actually, I and my dad and a couple of others, we decided. Why not try it out as a podcast? Because for months, or sorry, I should say years, maybe like a couple of years, I heard people refer to the Eerie Hour show as a quote podcast when it wasn't.
Right.
It was a web show, but I wasn't worried about
Irritates me. I don't know why, but it does.
But yeah, we decided. What am I trying to say? Form it into a podcast, give it a different name, and so yeah, I'm guessing I'll make a quote official announcement, even though I've already announced it on my Facebook, Instagram, whatnot. We're calling it Eerie Erich's Haunted Hideaway. And it's going to be a brand new podcast. It's going to be premiering sometime this summer. And yeah, we're going to have guests from like haunts and haunt owners and as well as various other people who've had paranormal experiences. Probably paranormal investigators on there. Anybody who works in a field that has anything to do with scary, the paranormal, or anything like that, we're having them on the show.
Oh, that's cool.
The
That's really cool.
macabre.
Yeah.
Guest is the way to go. I mean, when you have somebody on, like for you for instance, like having you on, you tell your people that you were on, that gets more eyes on the show.
Yeah.
And it's just like if the more interesting people that you find, the more the bigger followings and stuff like that, and then you can create your own bigger following.
Yeah,
So, it's pretty
definitely.
cool.
Yeah, start small and work your way up.
Exactly. And yeah.
Also, I just thought of this. I'm genius. You can maybe are you allowed to videotape or anything at these haunts?
Not really. I mean, I've taken pictures of myself backstage before, but not really in the haunts. I mean, there are people, from like, what's the name? Haunted Honeymooners, as well as the Scare Factor. They come through with cameras and such, like, because they've been given permission to film
Right.
the haunts, but generally no, you really shouldn't bring cameras and stuff like. I actually had to when I was doing the Easter event at Necropolis, a couple of people had their cell phones out. They were taking pictures. They were filming, so I had to tell them in character, "Hey, put your phone away."
But that's weird too.
Because it's also kind of dangerous because these haunts, at least in my area, it was a lot of twists and turns. It was very dark, and if you bump into something, you could, drop your phone, damage it, and whatnot. So,
And then that's on you guys somehow. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
No. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't want that responsibility.
Even though it shouldn't be, but you know how it goes.
Well, the reason why I was asking, because since you are an actor there, if you could, like, maybe vlog yourself
Well,
as a show.
Possibly. I mean,
That's just an idea.
yeah, I know it's just
Yeah.
an idea, but I'm trying to think about who I should ask in order to do that. I mean, I don't know if any other haunt actor has done that before, but yeah, but it's an interesting concept, just filming yourself before. Okay, this is what happens before the scare. I'm just gonna set up, my camera right here, and then you pop out of your hiding place, go boo, and see their reactions.
Right. Yeah,
Or,
that'd be
or,
pretty
or
cool.
hear them, whichever.
I feel like there's a similar feeling from magicians where the reaction they get is like the good feeling. Would you agree with that?
Like
When somebody does a trick, and the reaction that they give for the trick would be the similarity to when you scare somebody, the look on their face or whatever is kind of a satisfying.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like with normal theater acting. If it's like a comedy, you want to make people laugh. If it's a drama, you want to hit people right here,
Right.
in the heartstrings, emotions. With haunt acting, you want people to be scared. You want them to. This is one of the few environments where being kind of creepy, kind of weird is expected,
Right.
and some people
That's normal for me.
I mean, some people they come through and they're just stone faced, like okay, that was
Nothing
so
scaring
fun.
me.
Yeah, nothing scaring
Like
me.
I'm a badass.
You have some people that come through, they get like like a gasp or
Yeah.
something like that, and you can tell by their body language, oh, this is kind of unnerving. And these are my favorite reactions. That when I pop out of my hiding place, I scare someone, they absolutely scream.
And run, probably.
I've had a couple of reactions like that where for the Easter haunt, I popped out of my hiding place. I went, hello! And there were these like teenage girls there. All of them were just screaming like, ah! Some of the best reactions of haunt actors
Right.
that
That's awesome.
night, in my opinion. So yeah.
Does it irritate you when people pretend to not be scared, or they act like they're too cool to be scared, or something like that?
Yeah, some people, they're kind of hard to read.
Yeah.
There's a couple people who are like, you're not scary, I'm not scared. In the back of my mind, I was like, don't even try and hide it. I can tell you're scared. You are
'Cause you're-
tensing up.
Yeah.
you
And
know.
you're saying it.
Yes,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
And
Dead giveaway, you idiot.
yeah, and I've even had one guy came through. My back was turned for only a minute, and I turned around. The guy decided to scare me back. And he was absolutely laughing, and I didn't think it was amusing at all
Right.
because, you're there. You're paying me, essentially,
Yeah,
to scare you,
Right.
not the other way around. If you want to scare, that's great. Come and work with us. But otherwise,
Yeah.
just leave it to the actors.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's kind of a weird thing to do. Yeah, I wouldn't like
Now,
that.
I like people that banter back and forth with actors. I do it all the time.
Yeah,
That's
but-
fine.
Yeah.
I went to a haunt where a big dude dressed up as Jason Voorhees, out of all the people walking past him, he picks me out and actually grabs me by my throat, puts me up against the wall, and slams his machete right next to my head.
Oh,
And I'm just looking at him like,
I'm guessing.
I'm going to kill you.
I'm guessing it was like one of those hardcore haunts, where
Something.
they can touch you.
I guess, but
So
Hey, he
I
found out
wasn't
the hard way.
scared.
He found out the hard way.
He hurt my head a little bit because that wall like sort of bounced and my
Oh,
head bounced
dude.
off.
oh
of it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
But-
not cool.
Yeah, but I wasn't scared. I was thinking in my mind, I'm
were
going
angry?
to kill
Yeah.
you.
See, when
But
I
I
get
didn't do nothing.
when I get scared,
I
I
just
get
laughed after that.
when I get scared, I'm like I get pissed a little bit.
You piss yourself? What?
Yeah, when I get
I haven't
scared
seen that yet.
and when I get angry, I shit myself. You know?
Okay.
Oh.
You imagine every time you. I bet people would really work on their anger problems if that was the case.
If they started shitting themselves.
I'm so angry, I shit myself.
I'm so mad. Oh crap! Excuse me a second.
Yeah, I gotta take a
Clean
break
this
here.
up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's
gotta
fun.
clean up this shit.
Oh yeah.
Shiza.
Isa. This is tasty.
999.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun. And everybody takes a drink.
take away from the therapy that
Take a whiz.
people have to do for anger issues. They just not have to do that anymore because everybody would be shitting themselves.
Oh,
It
Shiza.
can also be applied to like haunt acting as well. You know, some people, they stressed from work or something's going on in their life. You know, haunt acting, and as well as theater acting, I can say that it's just a release right there. It's a big tension release
For sure, yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I have fun dressing up for Halloween, because it, like, relaxes me. I just have fun, and yeah, I try to scare people, but sometimes people aren't scared of me, but I act nice to them, and like, especially like little kids and stuff. They're like, "Hi, Michael." I just feel great when they say that and stuff, because you witnessed that.
Yeah,
Like, I was popular, dude.
his aura is more like he's more like mysterious, where people don't know what he's gonna do, but they're not screaming necessarily. Some people probably are, but they're not necessarily screaming, but they're just kind of like, don't know about this guy.
Yeah, that's the thing, It's with Michael Myers, yes, that blank expression. You
Right.
can't tell what his emotion is, and
Right.
That's what I like about Michael Myers is you never know exactly what's gonna happen,
Right.
Especially if you watch the movies and
Right.
whatnot and you see all that.
Yeah, he's bumped into kids, but he don't kill them.
Well, yeah, true.
I think he killed one in Halloween Kills, maybe the first the remakes, not the old ones.
Okay.
It's in a truck when the dad it's in the first one.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Dad gets
scene.
out of the truck and he's in the truck and chokes him to death pretty much. But that's only the one kid I've ever seen him kill besides the stupid like teenagers having sex and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I wouldn't call them kids.
Listen, if you have sex in a horror movie, you're
you're
clapped.
dead.
It's a common trope.
You're dead.
You're getting your head cut off at least.
Same with Jason Voorhees. He has that hockey mask and he has no expression, so
Right.
Yeah,
you don't know what's
same.
going through his head either.
And,
So-
and they both don't talk. So
Nope. Or Leatherface.
Yeah,
That's the
or
third
that-
one.
Yeah, Leatherface. Yeah.
He makes noises, but he don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
And squeal like a pig.
Do you have Netflix?
Yes, they do.
Have you seen the one called I See You? It's a movie.
No, I
It's
haven't.
it's about frogging. I don't know if you've heard of frogging or not. It's
Frogging.
yeah, it's PHROGGING.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's almost like squatting.
yeah, but it's in a house that somebody lives in.
Oh,
So
okay.
you pretty much
I think I've heard about those
Yeah.
urban legend. Somebody moves into a new house, however, somebody else is still living in it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's
Secretly.
Yeah, secretly.
right exactly, and then they usually move from house to house so they don't get caught and whatever. But,
Yeah, I've heard about
but
that.
yeah, that's a good one. You should definitely check that out.
I
sometime.
will.
Yeah.
I will.
It's got so many twists to it and everything, which that's what I like about movies, because you think that it's going one direction, and all of a sudden it's like, nope, just kidding. This is who the real bad guy is. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it sounds like an interesting
Oh yeah,
movie.
yeah. That's
I've
all I
seen
can.
it. It's good.
That's all I can really say about it without giving too much away. Because, like I said, there's just so many different twists and turns that it goes through. So,
All right. Yeah.
Another good one that I saw was the Evil Dead Rise. That was a good one.
Oh, I heard that was really good.
It is, dude. It's gory as shit, just like the Evil Dead the remake, but it's really good. It is sort of weird how it ends up being in an apartment, but 'cause it's normally in the woods in a log cabin or something.
Yeah.
But it's in an apartment.
Yeah, it sounds like an interesting film. I mean,
good.
I'm always trying to find new movies to watch and whatnot, and Yeah, good recommendations. I'll
Yeah.
have to check them both out.
And Renfield.
Yes, and Renfield as well.
Nicolas Cage is Dracula. It's amazing job, Nick.
Yeah.
Good shit there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of,
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
I remember one time my mom actually, well, she sort of ran into Nicolas Cage while we were in Vegas. Actually, we were outside of Vegas. We were in the desert. And story goes, my mom was trying to take a picture of some, scenery and whatnot. And there was this gentleman that was standing in her picture. And so my mom said, "Excuse me, sir, can you please step out of my picture?" And the gentleman's like, "Oh, okay, sorry." So he steps over there. And my mom takes a picture. And I guess it was either my dad or my brother that came up to my mom and said, "You just told Nicolas Cage to get out of your picture?" She's like, "What?" And sure enough, Nicolas Cage was standing right there. He was with his family and whatnot.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we didn't get a chance to say hi or anything, but because
Right.
they had already left by then.
they probably ran away after that. I was like, fuck, this is bullshit.
But yeah,
It's probably the first time that's ever happened to him, though.
yeah. My mom, God rest her soul,
Yeah.
told Nicolas Cage to get out of her picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another good horror movie he plays in is Willy's Wonderland. But
I've never heard of that.
he don't talk whatsoever throughout the whole movie. He's basically killing animatronics.
Whoa. So Nicolas Cage doesn't talk, and okay, yeah.
He might make some grunts and noises when he's killing these things, but other than that, he don't really talk. He's just like a cleaner that's there to clean up this place, and animatronics come alive and start killing these kids that are trying to go there and destroy it and this and that because of stuff that's been happening.
All right.
And he has no clue about what's gone on there, and he's just there to clean it. And yeah, shit goes south, and I feel bad for the animatronics because he's ruthless.
That sounds like a fucked up movie right
It's
there.
pretty good. I have it.
And speaking of animatronics, I am really looking forward to seeing that new Five Nights at Freddy's
son
movie
wants to see
that's
that.
that's coming out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take him because it's rated R. I know he says
Well,
it's
yeah.
PG-13. I'm like, my ass, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be freaking rated R, and you
I'm
need
sure.
an adult.
I mean,
With you.
Also the fact that Matthew Lillard, one of my favorite actors, is in it. That's one of the things that drew me to it. And plus the fact, I've played at least the first Five Nights at Freddy's a couple of times. I remember my roommate in college had a copy on his computer, so he let me play it a couple of times.
I played it a couple times too. I
son
was
plays it
I
all
was
the
that
time.
guy that was like, "Oh, it's not gonna scare me." Whoa!
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That thing's great.
That's how it gets
Yeah.
it. It's all that psychological.
Right, because you never
fact-
know where he's gonna be.
Yes, exactly. But
He could be anywhere.
it's when you put the camera up to your face, you look at the cameras, you put it back down. All of a sudden, someone like Chica or Bonnie is staring at you.
Yeah.
That's what gets you.
Imagine
right
playing
there.
that in VR. Holy crap!
My son has that.
There are YouTubers, I think, that have played
Played
versions of in VR.
Yeah.
I think Jacksepticeye's played it. I think Markiplier's done that before.
Both of them, yes.
Yeah, both of them. Mhm.
I watch them guys not religiously, but quite a bit because they're freaking hilarious.
They are awesome.
Yeah,
But yeah, my
player's
son
good.
has almost all the Five Nights at Freddy games, even plushies. Like he loves that game. So he has all the games on his not Super Nintendo, but Nintendo Switch, PS4, and phone. So yeah, I've played those games, and they don't really scare me because I'm always about scary stuff, anyways. Because
Well, yeah, it
I
takes
know
a
when
lot.
stuff's going to happen. So I pretty much study that type of crap. So, but
It's all about the
fun.
score.
right.
Yeah, it's fun
It,
stuff.
yeah, it's fun because you basically just have to keep an eye on the doors and the cameras, make sure Foxy don't run and get you, or Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, sometimes Golden Freddy.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And yeah, I know a lot about Five Nights at Freddy's thanks to my son because he really loves that game. Same with like Granny and Grandpa and a bunch of other scary games that he plays.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm playing Doom Eternal.
Oh.
That game is amazing. Killing all the demons, trying to save Earth. Freaking amazing, dude.
That what you were playing when we were on the phone that one day.
Yeah.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. Glory kills that you can perform and stuff like that. It's gory as shit. Like I said, you need to come over and
I do.
like check this shit out, dude.
I
It's
do.
freaking amazing.
Say, yeah.
It's awesome.
It's all about his games.
Yeah.
Like before I was playing that, and before I got it, I was playing Hogwarts Legacy, and love that game too.
Do you play any games?
Not as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're like, little stuff like board games or
Right.
card games and whatnot.
That's the best.
D&D.
Those are the
Yeah,
best.
D&D. Yeah, I so want to get back into D&D.
Good movie, by the way.
Yes, I saw the movie. That I loved it. I
It
loved
was
it.
really good. I'm actually getting that and the new Shazam for Father's Day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Both movies, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Shazam. He's freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Yeah. I remember, I saw the D&D movie, and all I could picture was, a couple of people sitting around a table. Probably half of them are drunk, and
Right.
they're just, playing a game of D&D. That's all I could picture.
Yeah, it was a good freaking movie. So that main guy character, he was
Chris Pine?
trying to think. He was in the newer Star Trek movies.
Yeah,
As Captain Kirk, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is. I remember also he was in a movie I like. It's based on a book. It was called Finest Hours. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one. Well, Finest Hours was a book about Coast Guardsmen living in the off the New England coast, specifically in Chatham Bay, Massachusetts. And it's about a rescue they did one time of 2 oil tankers that had collided with, I think they collided with one another, or either that or the seas were very rough, and they had to get everybody off the ship. Well, anyway, the conditions were hazardous and whatnot, and these Coast Guardsmen, one of them was named Bernie Weber, had to travel out to the location where they were at. However, the way was treacherous, big waves, and there was also winter, so there was a lot of ice and snow and whatnot. And it's a great book. And Chris Pine plays Bernie Weber in the movie The Finest Hours. It's a really fantastic film.
Oh, wow.
Have you always been into reading?
Yeah, I've read quite a bit. I mean, not as in the beginning, I didn't read as much as I used to, but now I read a lot. Pardon me. I read a lot, especially if it has to do with like history and whatnot, which is, pardon me, back segue. One of the reasons I checked off Boston off my bucket list is because, I love studying about the Revolutionary War. A lot of stuff that led up to the revolution happened in Boston, and it was so cool seeing these locations where historic things like the Boston Massacre, Boston Tea Party, and everything happened that led up to the Revolutionary War.
Yep.
You're a big history buff, aren't you?
Oh, I love studying.
Like, have you ever been to Gettysburg?
No, but I want to, though.
Yeah, I've been wanting to take a trip there, too. My mom's been talking about it, but we haven't done it yet.
I mean, there's a lot of places,
Oh, yeah.
As history-wise, I want to go. I mean, like I said, I just checked off Boston. I also want to check out Philadelphia. I also want to see down in New Jersey, because many, that's mainly where the Hessians were in Trenton, New Jersey, when they were bought over from, what was then called, Germany wasn't united at the time. So,
right.
Yeah, that's when a lot of them settled in Trenton, New Jersey. So, I want to see that. And I also, there's a dozen places I want to see, historical wise.
Have you been in like the Fort Knox or anything like that?
No, I haven't been, but I've heard about it. So
I think I went there a long time ago. So we did, we went to Florida, and then we hopped on a cruise ship and went to Jamaica when I was like 4 years old. But I swore I thought we might have seen Fort Knox or something. I remember seeing some type of fort when I was a kid. But yeah, really cool shit. Same with like castles. I love castles and stuff like that too. Like, I like to go to Transylvania and see Dracula's castle and explore that. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to Europe sometime, because I've been, like I said, I've been over there twice. I've been to Germany and Italy, but I also, I'd like to visit France sometime.
Yeah.
Is my dad actually lived in Paris for a
Oh,
while.
wow.
And well, let's just say after the fire at Notre Dame happened, he lived in the back of Notre Dame, a little island called Ile Saint-Louis, and let's just say, I guess that place is you can't visit it because of all the lead that came off the roof of Notre Dame during the fire and whatnot. But yeah, my dad said if possible, if they ever open up that section again, he wants to show me where he grew up.
Oh, wow.
Where he lived. Right? Well, he grew up in Pennsylvania, but he
Right.
lived for a while in France.
Gotcha.
That's cool. Sort of jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go to Canada. Have you ever been to Canada?
I've been to Canada.
Have you? Where at?
I've been to Victoria, British Columbia,
Okay.
Canada. I took a rather disappointing ghost tour there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
That
was.
sucks. Didn't catch anything?
No. I mean, it was cool seeing the Canadian coast and whatnot, seeing all the scenery around, but otherwise I was not impressed.
For what you were there for, it wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I think it was my father, my late grandfather, and my grandma all went on some pub crawl tour. So yeah, but I wasn't old enough at the time, so I
Right.
couldn't drink.
Right. Yeah, I've been to Canada. You only have to be 19 to go casino.
Yeah.
And I think buy cigarettes, drink, all that shit. You only have to be 19.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
So I've been to Canada and went to Niagara Falls. Oh, so beautiful.
Is it Europe that you can be 16 and drink?
Some parts of Europe.
Some parts of Europe.
In Germany specifically, you can be 16 and have beer and wine. However, you have to be 18 in order to drink hard liquors such as
The higher percentages.
Kirschwasser or it escapes me right now.
I hate that.
It's, Himbeergeist. That's what I was thinking of. Have you ever had Himbeergeist?
Uh-uh.
It's basically German raspberry brandy. It's
Oh, okay.
It's very clear. It's served as an after dinner drink.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's very
For
good.
the palate.
Yeah, it basically tastes like raspberries with a kick.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That does sound good.
Oh,
I'm not
is.
a drinker, but
Yeah. In Europe, it's not as much of a, what do you want to call it?
It's not so much of an issue.
Right.
Yeah.
We treat that stuff like it's gonna go away soon.
Well.
here
Right.
Compared to there.
Yes, I mean, and I don't mean to insult anybody on here, but you have these, very, let's just call them deeply religious people that say, drinking is a sin. You should never, treat your body that way,
Right.
and whatnot. Yet, what was one of Jesus's miracles?
Wine.
Turning water into wine, exactly.
Yep.
I always like to say, what's the difference between a Catholic and a Baptist?
We were actually just talking about this out there. I was like, Jesus probably got messed up a few times out there. He's probably like walking the waters with a bottle of wine in his hand, like going nuts.
Yeah. Well, also,
Jeez.
well, also, from a historical perspective, sanitation was a huge issue. And this was, in the times when the Romans invented the aqueduct. However, they couldn't exactly, figure out, things of like sanitation. And one such thing was that could make stuff like, safer to drink was alcohol. And it's been around since, ancient Mesopotamia.
right.
And it was actually a couple of German monks that came up with the system about how to brew beer. And it was also during Lent, so they couldn't, they had to fast during that time. And beer, was the only thing they could have because it wouldn't break the fast. And sometimes peasants would come up to the doors of the monastery and ask for, rations of beer. And so that's where, many of the techniques for brewing beer was from German monks
Right.
who lived back in the, I believe it was like late medieval period, Renaissance.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember which era it was, but
Are you a
Yes.
drinker yourself?
oh yes.
What do you like?
If it has alcohol in it,
I'll take anything.
So you're out there with Jesus getting messed up.
I'm out there with Jesus. Yes.
Out there with Jesus. That's what we're
Yeah.
calling this one.
And
There we go.
and yeah, I like a good many things. I love good wines. I love
Yeah.
beers. And
Never had wine.
You never had wine?
No, I've never had wine.
Oh,
I would
it's-
love to try it.
Oh, it's very good.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah. I remember for my 21st birthday, we went out to wine country in California. It was in the Napa and Sonoma valleys. It was beautiful out there, from what I could remember of it. Yes.
Well, you don't have
of having
to.
so much wine.
Right.
So. What better way to spend your 21st, eh?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. See, I didn't start drinking anything until I was almost 22. So
Still haven't.
yeah, he's a
I maybe
prude
took a
over here.
little sip of Crown Apple. That was it.
Yeah,
Never had a beer. Never had any other straight hard liquor or anything.
And that's totally okay. Some people
Right.
are happy when they don't drink,
That was-
and that's great.
Every
That's-
21-year-old, like,
Right.
yeah, I'm 21. I'm gonna get fucked up.
yeah. See,
That's all they think about.
when I was
That's
like-
stupid.
when I was like 19, that was my plan was to never drink my whole life, but
Well,
I just finally
Messed
just said,
that
you know
up.
what, fuck it. Let me try this out and see how it goes.
you get stoop on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now he knows not to drink because he's on some medication.
I got some meds that
Oh.
and he can't drink on.
right.
Okay.
Made the mistake and it did not work out so well. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't here to witness that, but he told me about it. I was like, yeah, I don't sound very good, bud.
no, it didn't. I was throwing up coffee grounds.
Yeah.
It says bloody. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. Well, I was hiccuping real bad, so I pretty much went in there and made myself throw up.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I could not stop hiccuping. It was hurting me. It was really bad.
Oh.
It's working those abs out.
Yeah, it was bad. It was like the most violent hiccups I've ever had in my life.
Oh my. Yeah.
But
Punch me.
my only solution for it was to throw up, I guess. I didn't know what else to do. I just knew something had to happen.
It's kind of like when Gabriel Iglesias joked about, he said something about he doesn't handle alcohol well anymore. He said one of the things he was talking about was Jaeger.
Ooh, ugh.
Yeah, I've had Jaeger before. It is nasty. It tastes like
Black,
cough syrup.
black licorice. Isn't it?
It's black licorice
Yeah.
liqueur,
Yeah.
No thanks.
And so I remember him joking about it, saying, you drink too much of it, your body, tries to return it to the rightful owner. And there's no way, to chuck it back up, throw it
Right.
back up. So basically, you're just standing there doing, you're doing 6-minute abs, as he put it. Oh, do you work out? No, I'm drunk.
That's funny. That's a good way of putting it.
Oh, yeah.
6-minute abs.
Yeah,
Yeah, Gabriel's freaking hilarious.
he is. I want to see him live someday.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like to see any of them live. I don't care who it is.
I've seen Gilbert Gottfried before he passed away.
Really?
He made a stop in Shelbyville at the Strand, and I got to meet him. I mean, the voice behind Iago and
Right, Aladdin.
And some my childhood characters right there.
That's all you think of when you hear his voice is Iago.
Yeah,
Gabriel, did they call him Fluffy?
yeah, they call him
okay, that's
Fluffy.
what I thought.
Yeah, that's
what I
Fluffy.
thought. I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, he is.
He came up with the racist basket.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh boy.
That's a funny one.
I don't know if I've ever seen that, but I need to now.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he
just
has
look
all-
it up on the internet sometime. It's
Netflix.
You'll get it.
Yeah, Netflix. He has
Gotcha.
all kinds of specials on there.
Sweet.
Like Jim Gaffigan, like Jim Carr. There's Jim Jeffries. There's a bunch of dudes I
There's
watch on
dozens on there.
there. Ralphie May,
Oh yes,
which he
Ralphie
passed
May.
away. God
Yeah,
rest his soul.
yeah,
like
yeah.
Jesus, he's a big dude though.
Mhm.
He was freaking hilarious, dude. Even you might be able to even find like some old Robin Williams stuff on
Yeah.
there. I don't know.
I hope. One comedian, and some of his stuff is on YouTube, but I wish some of it was on Netflix. Is George Carlin.
Yeah.
I love George
Classic.
Carlin.
My parents, a long time ago, way before they had me and my brother or adopted us or anything, they went and saw Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh,
Live.
yes. Mm-hmm.
He was hilarious.
No respect.
Right? Have you seen Little Nicky? With Adam Sandler in it? As the devil's son?
I haven't seen a whole lot of his movies.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Talking about tits on the dude's head.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he actually had a pair of boobs on his head. And he basically put a
Jesus.
brassiere on it.
See, I was thinking forehead, not the back of his
No,
head.
it was up here, like almost like
Top
ears.
back?
Yeah. It was funny.
Jeez, like Mickey Mouse tits. Jesus Christ.
It's a funny movie. You gotta see Little Nicky, dude.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
Got hit in the face with a shovel. That's how his mouth is all like crooked and shit.
Oh my god.
He speaks weird. But he's
Get in the flask.
yeah. Get in the flask.
Jesus Christ. I gotta check that out now.
Oh yeah.
I'll eat your heart.
Well, you got anything else that you would like to talk about?
No, not really. I pretty much covered everything from new podcast from vacation I just got back from, and my on acting experience. So, any more questions you gentlemen have for me?
Not that I can think of. I think we got a lot of information out of you this time in a shorter time than usual. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's there's been some like long episodes in the past.
yeah, Rockies was 2 hours.
Yeah, I remember I saw the one with Rocky and Allie. Maybe.
Allie was on it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you tell Allie you were here?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she knows where this doofus lives.
Yeah, I think I told her you were coming, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know if she was gonna come.
I always love seeing her.
Yep. Yep. She's your bestie.
Yeah, my bestie.
good friend.
Good friends.
Well, Rocky is too. So.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. Yeah, I like him. He's actually gonna be
Like all of you, damn it.
He's gonna be here. Yeah. Calm down, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I just feel really emotional about it, But no, Rocky's actually gonna be here next weekend. So
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
I was gonna invite him on, then I was like, wait, Eric asked us a long time ago if he wanted that he wanted to be back on, so I was like, we got to get him on first before we have another guest, because I wouldn't feel right about when you came to us first. You know what I mean?
I feel flattered.
Yeah. I didn't want
You're
to.
welcome.
I didn't want you to be like, yeah, we'll get back to you, and then you see another guest on their show before you and be like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Not that I think you would be like that, but
No. I mean, there's been a couple of times. I mean, not with you, but like other people who've saying like, yeah, we want you to play in our band, or we want you to be in this or that, and some of them end up canceling, which is fine, but
Right.
some of them go through with it anyway, and then they don't tell me, and I was like,
See,
what the fuck?
I'm big on communication.
Yeah,
even if
me
the
too.
Even if the answer is we don't want you on the show, like we will say it in a respectful way.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what
But-
I mean? Like, the vibe ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something like that. But
I always appreciate when
Yeah.
people communicate with me about
yeah,
stuff
that's my
like
thing. I
that,
don't ever
you know?
want to question.
Don't leave me in the dark. That's
Right.
one of my pet
Exactly.
peeves
I
right
hate
there.
that shit.
Yep.
Jesus.
That's why we didn't get back with you a few months, because there was nothing to talk about at that time. So
Well, I was waiting on it.
Yeah.
You take your time and
Right.
whatnot, and whenever you're ready, just say
Exactly.
the word. I'm here.
and I appreciate the patient waiting.
No problem. Well, plus the fact, I was focused on planning on
Right.
my vacation, where we were going
Right.
and
Yep.
whatnot.
That's probably better off that you went there first anyway, because then you had something to really
Yeah.
talk about. You know what I
Yeah, to
mean?
talk about.
Because you've been on here so many times now. It's kind of that's what we've been talking about too. Is when you do a show like this, as many episodes as we've done, you start running out of things to talk about. So it's nice to have guests on once in a while, because we talk about you instead of us, because
Being
we
stupid.
have nothing else to talk about really.
Well,
Well, I come up with a lot of shit.
Yeah, I don't know how we do it. It's crazy.
I mean, knowing you two, you just banter back and forth, and sometimes, that makes great podcasts
Makes
when
an
you
episode,
when
yep.
you were just talking about whatever shit comes to your mind first.
Right.
Yeah, I try to come up with stuff like some of the previous stuff we've talked about. like would you want to live forever type stuff and
Yeah.
stuff in the universe, like all kinds of
Yes.
crazy stuff I always think about.
He comes up with the deep stuff, and then I
Yeah.
usually just kind of bounce off.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, if I see something that's interesting, I might bring it up on the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My accent just went through like crazy. But
Yeah, we had my son on here.
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, and he's actually wanting to create his own YouTube channel.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Good for him.
Guess what he's going to call his channel?
I don't know.
My Tummy Hurts.
My tummy hurts.
Yes.
Okay.
hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he changes that. at
I
some
know.
point.
But I love him to death. But also his first video, like the title of his video is just going to be, "Hey."
I mean, I don't think that's bad, honestly,
Yeah,
myself.
I should make the first episode of the Erie Eric Haunted Hideaway. Hey, how's it going?
Yo.
I'm Erie Eric.
Yo.
What's crack-a-lacking, y'all?
Yeah, really show him the Midwest side of us.
Right.
Or I can just rip off Sammy Terry. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, I was just talking to my dad. By the way, my dad is a subscriber to your YouTube channel.
Oh, great.
Also, before I forget, are you gonna post the podcast on the same YouTube channel?
I am.
Okay.
I changed the channel name and
Okay.
everything.
Are you leaving all the content that was on there before?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
leave all the
good deal.
content. I'm probably gonna organize in like a playlist.
Yeah,
like
that's a good idea.
Erie Hour with Eric. You know, this is our origin.
Yeah,
story
that's a good idea.
right here.
Okay,
Smart.
there you go.
Schmott.
And then the
But-
new stuff.
Yeah, then
Right.
put the new stuff once I get it created, upload and whatnot. So
Yeah, but my
pretty
dad,
sweet.
my dad and I were just talking before Nathan got here. Actually, that the vibe that you give off when you were doing the Erie Eric was very similar to Sammy Terry to us.
yeah, I drew great influence from Sammy
Yeah,
Terry.
it definitely shows for sure.
Mhm.
I like it.
I actually
My
met
dad
him
was a
one
fan
time.
too.
Yeah, that's great. Of Sammy Terry.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah.
so he
Me
really
too.
likes your stuff.
Oh, thank you so much, Tyler's dad, for subscribing to my content.
Yeah, I like
Yep,
Sammy
yep.
Terry.
Yeah,
He was cool.
Yeah, I met him once at the
Oh,
Strand.
really? Wow.
Yep, he was doing a whole stage show plus showing 2 movies, and
Oh.
I showed up in like, well, minus my mask and everything, in my full Erie Eric garb with skull cane robe and everything, and I told him, you know, you're an influence on, you know, my show Erie Hour with Eric. And he was like, yes, a lot of horror hosts draw inspiration from Sammy Terry. And he was cool.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
So he stayed in character the whole time?
Yeah,
or did
he
just
stayed
say-
in
That was
character
Oh,
the
wow, that's
whole
cool.
time.
That's badass. You don't get that very often anymore.
No.
Usually people are just like this here and this there.
Yeah, in fact, it kind of reminds me, you know, when I was on vacation in Boston, my dad and I went to this museum called the Boston Tea Party Museum. And I went in thinking it was going to be extremely hokey and, you know, extremely biased. But I was surprised of how historically accurate most things were around there. And the actors, you know, they were dressed in 18th century costume and whatnot. They stayed in character. And one of the reasons I could tell was they came up... this gentleman came up to my dad and myself. It was like, well, where are you visiting us from? And we said, well, we're from Indiana. And he gave us kind of like this confused stare, because, you know, Indiana didn't exist at that time. And he said, I don't know where that's at. And I told him, well, it's way past Ohio. And he said, oh, I know where that's at then.
If he said that to me, like, oh, I don't know where that is. Well, good for you,
But,
buddy.
yeah, little touches like that. You
Right.
know, I was pretty impressed that he was staying in
Yeah,
character
yeah.
like that.
The fact that he knew not to know that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's good.
We also got 2 speaking parts in that scene right there. It was where they basically made a mock-up of where the Sons of Liberty met before they marched out to Boston Harbor and whatnot. And my dad and I got 2 speaking roles for
Nice.
that.
Did you ask him that as a test to see, or did you just tell him?
No, we
genuinely?
just told him, and
Yeah.
in character, you
Wow.
know, historical, authentic character. He said, "I don't know where Indiana is at because, well, at that time it didn't exist."
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
We live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, nothing to see here.
Yeah. Bunch of cornfields.
Exactly.
A bunch of interstates coming together as one to make everybody kill themselves.
Jesus.
That's what we got.
Oh,
That's right. Boy.
That's right, dude. Where can they find you? We'll put links in the description for all the social media you would like to, for people to follow you on or
Well,
whatever.
let's see here. I'm on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok as
Yes.
Erie Eric's Haunted Hideaway. And yeah, it's coming sometime this summer. I haven't quite picked a date yet because there's still some setup I need to do.
Right.
But yeah, look for it coming this summer. We're gonna have all sorts of guests on there, and it's gonna be awesome. So check it out.
Can't wait to see it.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate we appreciate having you on.
Again.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Definitely
You're always
invite-
welcome back.
Yes, for sure. I think that's it. You got anything, Nathan?
Well, you know me, I'm always full of questions, but if you're wanting to wrap this up, we
No, I don't care.
Oh.
You can keep going if you want. You got a question?
Maybe not. I don't know.
It could be as simple as, what did I have for breakfast?
Well, what did you have
Shit
for breakfast?
today.
Nothing.
That's great.
There's a bear shit in the woods.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know, because if you can't see it, you don't know if it's happening.
It's not. It's definitely not.
Is the cat dead or alive? That
They're
experiment.
dead on the inside. That's for sure. I'm weird with cats. They're like, you don't know what they're thinking ever.
Oh yeah.
I would never leave my door unlocked with a cat. Like I have in the past, but now like I wouldn't, because I'm afraid it would come in and like scratch my face off. Like I don't know if what it's thinking ever. You know what I mean?
I've got 2 cats.
Yeah.
So.
Don't know if it wants to be petted or if it's wanting to attack
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
Both.
at least with my 2 cats, they want to be fed. They always go, meow, ow, ow, feed us.
Please.
You
and
just
don't touch
ate.
me while you do it.
Fat
But yeah.
lard.
We appreciate you.
Thank you. I
sir.
appreciate
Said-
being here.
Yep. And like we said, you're welcome on anytime.
Well, thank you so much.
And we will see everybody else next time. You know what I'm saying, boy?
See ya.
Alright, see ya.
Have a good one.